Hi everyone, welcome to Data Server. My name is Taiwo. Our topics today are shown on the screen. We are going to explore the possibility of using SQL to join multiple tables using latest SQL Management Studio to demonstrate the step-by-step in extracting data from multiple tables. This is the part 2 of the SQL join tutorial. In part 1, we discussed the basic and most common types of SQL join. I implore you to watch our part 1 SQL join tutorial and other along with other SQL beginner tutorial in our Data Server YouTube channel to gain a comprehensive understanding of how to use SQL data management. Anyway, let me go to our next slide, not to waste too much of your time so that we can know what we need to do today. Our topic today as follows. We're going to look into SQL multiple table using inner join, SQL multiple table using left join, SQL multiple table using full outer join. So before we go further, let me show you the next slide. As you can see, we're going to base our tutorial on three major tables. Despite the fact we're going to be using Adventure Works LT 2019. We have about 10 tables. I'm going to load our SQL Management Studio to show you. But as you can see, the database diagram shows product model ID as a relationship that link the three tables: product table, product model table, and product model product description table. You can see that this product ID model, product model ID link, we have product model ID in product table. Also, we have product model ID in product model table, and we have product model ID in product model product description table. So basically, let us load our SQL Server Management Studio to start the coding. Now, we are in our SQL Server Management Studio. We're going to show you the diagram that comprise, this is our database which we are going to be focused on. Adventure Works LT 2019 will comprise about 10 tables. As you can see, we have product model, product description, product model, and product. These three tables, this is what we're going to concentrate our tutorial on. And you can see we extract this, the relationship with this table. This is what related to what I showed you earlier on. You can see they got all the three have got product model ID. So that's what we're going to be using. So let us go straight away to our coding and start exploring. Because of time, most of this code is already typed, and along the line I'm going to explain and add additional code. So first and foremost, this is the basic SQL query for beginners to understand. If you watch our previous tutorial, as I said earlier on, we've demonstrated a lot of SQL tutorial for beginners that will take you to comprehensive understanding of how to use SQL Management Studio. So let us start by using select asterisk from syslt.product. So what we are doing, we want to list all the columns and row record in product table, and the syslt is the schema of our database, as you can see here. So before we do that, we have to initialize the database we are working with, which is Adventure Works LT 2019. I click execute. That shows that it's already assigned all what we are doing based on Adventure Work LT 2019. Let us list all what we have on this table. We execute, and the code is SQL one line code is select asterisk from syslt.product. As you can see, we have 295 record here. So, and we have product name, product ID, and product number, colors, standard, cost, list price, size, weight, product category ID, and so many other columns. So basically what we are after in this particular one, just to not take too much of our time, is set start date, list price, and product name. So that is that. We're going to be using this go command to clear the screen, just like what we normally do in those days when we are using DOS. For those who have been using computer for more than 10, 15, 20 years, you will remember that you can use CLS in those days. Clear screen to clear the screen is more or less similar to that. So I'm going to use that go. So it clear the screen. So the next one, we're going to use select asterisk from syslt.product model to display all our record in product model table. As you can see, we have product model ID, name, category, catalog description, row GUID, modified date. So what we are after this product model name in this particular one. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We just have 5 columns in this one. Let's go straight away to the next one. And the third table is our product model product description. So let us use the select command as well. Select asterisk from the schema name says lt dot product model product description. Let us run that. Before we do that, let's clear our screen. So code our screen clear, then we run the code. That's it. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 columns. So what we're after in this particular product model product description is the caution column. So take note of caution column. That's what we're after. So now the topic of the day that is based on multiple table inner join. The first one that we're going to demonstrate. So before we go further, we're going to clear the screen. So the multiple table, we're going to be using inner join to link our table. As you can see from the diagram we show you earlier on, we have product model ID to link all this table. And as you can see, select pm.asterisk, comma, p.asterisk, comma, pmpd.asterisk from the schema name says lt.product model as pm. Inner join says lt.product as p. For those of you, as I said earlier, if you watch some of our tutorial, you would know that we've already rolled out a tutorial that regard essential SQL key functions. Like we discussed the alias. This is what they use as alias. That's the reason why you need to watch some of our SQL tutorial. So basically what it does is making a reference this product as P to initialize it as alias, product model to initialize it as PM, and also and the join we are using inner join, and from inner join we have to specify based on this particular function called on PM dot product model ID, because as I showed you earlier on, all the 3 tables are got product model ID. That is what is going to make it possible for us to retrieve data from the 3 tables. Product model ID equal p dot product model ID. So this p represent product table, while this pm represent product model table. Also, further join, because we are using 3 tables, we have to use 2 inner join here. Inner join says lt, which is our schema table, dot product model product description as pmpd. We are using alias of pmpd for our product model product description. So, and the join will based on pm dot product model id equal pmpd dot product model id. So let us run, and the last line of the query is ordered by pmpd.caution, comma, p.name. Basically, it's going to sort, the order it means that it's going to sort based on caution and name. Just let us run our code of query to see what it's going to generate. As you can see, as I said earlier on, this particular code automatically retrieve all the columns in L, the three table. And what you need to take note of, it relates where you have no is because there's no machine record product model ID for where you have no, because we are displaying all the asterisk mean that we have to display every information in each table like what we did initially. So basically, let us show you product model ID where we have in the product table shows 122 in the this is auto. This particular first line is auto generated from the SQL Server Management Studio. So take note of this. This is the first product model ID that related to product table. You can see 122. When we go to the next one, you're going to have three of this product model ID in this particular display. That's the second. You can see this is the second one. You see, you have 122, and let me show you the third one. So, as I said, see, that's 122. So that one makes it retrieve all the entire record, and the total record is 1,764. Look, let us go further. Let us add where condition. So in this particular scenario, I'm going to use, just for proper more understanding, I'm going to use a date where condition, and the date where condition, I'm going to use the one that will make you to understand. Maybe you want to use it in your project, which is going to be based on using between option. So what this particular where condition would retrieve information based on where p dot cell start date. I'm basing this particular on product table in cell start date, and to retrieve record between 2005 6. As you can see in SQL, this date format is not like the same thing like a more like Excel that you can easily change. This is the default, which is the year and the month and the day. So the year represents 2020, 2005, while the month represent January, while the day represent 1st of January. And the, in between, the next one that we want to retrieve for the 12 calendar months, year for 2005 and month for December, and 31 for end of December, 31 of December. So we're going to run this code. So it's going to take into consideration the where condition. Let us run it. As you can see, we have 423 rows. So let us check. If you go to our cell start date, we're going to see that all the dates we have there will be 2005. We cannot see anything 2004 or 2006. You can see everything is 2005. This particular, see? So it's working. So now let's go to the next query. So that's that. Before we go to that, I'm going to clear this. As I said, go is like a CLS. Clear screen is like it's going to clear the screen in those days. So the next one is multiple table inner join. The multiple table inner join is the same procedure that we use alias. Just for time's sake, I'm going to run it straight away. We just changed compared to what we have here. If you go to the previous one, we use inner join and we use inner join as well. So this inner join this time around, the only difference is because if you take note, we're going to extract a specific column, not like when we use the asterisk. What we're going to use here, we want to extract product name for product model and the product name for product for the product table. Also, we want to extract Under product, we want to extract list price as well as sell start date, and under product model product description, we're going to extract column. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Product model table will give us the name of product model name. While product name will give us the product name, will give us the product name in product table. And in product, as you can see, this P is denoted as alias, just similar to what we have. It's only that we display all the entire record. If you can see this product as like alias, it's a bit complex, but if you take your time, you will understand how this particular multiple query works. So if we run it and we are using inner join, just like what we do, we just changing it based on what we limit what we want to extract. So we're going to extract from three table based on what we selected. It's based on the selected column you want. So let us run this, and the last still retain the order by pmpd.caution, p.name. Let us run this query. You can see we have 1764, similar to the first one we run before we apply the where condition. I'm going to apply where condition to this one. If you notice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have product model name, which is from product model table, and product name from product table. Also, we have list price, sell start date, and caution from product model product description. You can see we have 5 of them. So let's assume we want to base our where condition on list price this time around, not on date. So we are going to use our where condition based on, and where condition will be based on list price. Remember, we've denoted alias of P as product table list. Automatically bring it for you. And what we want to base the condition less than 3,500. So what we say, we want to list all the records that meet this condition in the list if anything is above or greater than 3,500. Anything that is greater than 3,500 record will be based on what is going to display. Anything less than 3,500 is not going to display. Let's just run it. This is where you can apply your where condition. As you can see, if you go to set list price, every value in this list price will be above 3,500 or 3,500 precisely. You can see we did not put equal 3,500, so it's going to be anything above 3,500. So this is how you can apply. We show you two methods of either you use where condition of date in between, date range, or you use where condition based on value, or where condition based on date. So let's go to the next slide and query. So before we go there, we're going to clear. So I can copy this because I can apply it later on to do some demonstration. Okay, next one is multiple table with left join. So what left join does, there's no need to explain this because it's alias as based on the same thing. The only thing that we change is left join from the instead of inner join. So let us run this. And the order is still based on order by pmpd.caution, pmp.name, which is the product name. So let us run this. You can see, so the reason why we need to do some explanation with this is because you can see the total record display is 1,819. And the reason why we have that is because in some cases, that's why the fact that we are not displaying the product model ID for the three table. The reason why we have new value, this null new value, is because there is no matching value with the product model ID between the three table. So you automatically extract everything successfully. That's why we have 1,819. However, you can apply where condition to this as well. Let's apply the where condition based on list. Now, it's going to limit the result of the query. Let's do that. You can see it's shortening it to 30 record, because if you look at this list price, we base it on to display record that is more than 3,500 in value in list price under product table. You can see that's it. So that's what we need to understand. And the last one, which is multiple table with full outer join. So let's clear this one that we have on the screen before we go to the next one. So we display is the same technique. The only thing that we change, we add full outer join instead of this one that is here, left join. So we put full outer join. More or less, they are doing more or less the same task, but it depends on because of the number of record I have in place. Because if you are using it in a real life project, the result will not be exactly the same thing. But if you copy, download, you watch our tutorial, download from Microsoft platform, the Adventure Work database, then you have the same record what we are doing here. You can see the total record display is 1,819, and we also have new. So what the outer join combine everything together is what it does. But if you apply this where condition, I think is going to give us the same value based on the where condition, because the where condition is still retain the same thing based on 3,500. So hopefully it's going to display the same value of number of record that is going to be displayed. Let us try. You can see it displays 30 rows. So this is a overall cap. This is how to use multiple join. As I showed you earlier on, you can use the multiple query with different other table. If you go to the database diagram, you can see the link. All you need to do, if you right mouse click in your SQL Server Management Studio, you will see the database diagram, and all you need to, if you don't have it, you can create it. You right mouse click, sometimes automatically created, then you can view your database diagram. That will enable you to understand the relationship between the two tables or multiple tables that you want to retrieve data. So if you take all this tutorial into consideration, you'll be rest assured to understand how to do it. It requires, as the old say, practice make perfect. Is a bit complex, but it's easier at the long run. The more you use it, the more you understand it. So this is all what we have for you today. And remember to come for more tutorial in Data Server YouTube video channel. I remain yours, Taiwo. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay blessed. Bye for now.